You really gonna go through with this?
Through with what? What are we going through? Are you pregnant?
God.
I'm gonna find. And I'm gonna kill. Every last one of them.
Damn.
Who, though? I want to say the Fireflies because it showed their emblem, but I don't know. The government? Did the government do this?
Oh.
Some law dogs, I tell you what.
Part 2. They don't even bother with the 2. They just had part 2. Like, it never ended. Alright, Gabe, what did we just watch?
Oh man, we just watched the reveal trailer of the sequel to my favorite fucking game ever, which is The Last of Us.
The Last of Us. Like you said before, you've seen it before, like we did this.
Yeah.
And you said it was nothing, but it's the greatest thing.
Yeah.
You're right. Because,
there's nothing to the trailer, but it's still so amazing just because there's so much hype of the game.
I think it's mainly because it's such a story-heavy game. I mean, there's definitely combat in there.
Yeah.
And it's good, but...
Best multiplayer I've played in a while.
Yeah. But it's also extremely heavy in, like, its story. And you get so attached to these characters that, like, see Ellie playing, like, her guitar. She plays guitar.
Right. You ever just tune a guitar by ear? That's hard to do.
She also has the tattoo, like you said. So I kind of wonder, like, when this happened. And also, like, how long has it been since then?
Also, how did she get it?
Yeah. I guess Joel had some spare time to give her one.
I wonder if it was like a Maui tattoo where it's a needle dipped in ink and he just smacks her with it.
Yikes. You know, like, just kind of based on the trailer, I know that, like, there's definitely channels out there that actually do, like, heavy analysis on these type of trailers. But yeah,
Game
by,
theory.
like, right? So I would say that, like, just judging by, like, how things played out, Ellie recently got attacked. And I think it could have been,
It looked like she stormed the house. If she didn't storm the house, then I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. Either she stormed the house or the house got stormed while Joel was out. And that's why he came back in, gun drawn.
Yeah, okay.
Because he just saw bodies everywhere and he wasn't sure who was left and who was playing that guitar. Because it seemed as though he kind of disarmed himself once he, like, turned and looked in.
Yeah, you're right. It's got to be, like, Ellie stormed in, because otherwise he'd be rushing in there if, like, it was their house being attacked.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, so definitely, and she recently got bit too.
It didn't look like it was recent, but it looked like she got bit between the first one and this one.
Okay. And, like, definitely that like, drop of blood, like, flowing down, like, that was definitely an injury. Mm-hmm. That was fresh.
Yeah, that was a really fresh injury.
Yeah. So, it's just them, like, just living off the land.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they're still migrating. So, it'll be definitely interesting, like, for those of you who, like, kept up with the story, what they're going to do now.
I really wonder what the cities look like now, because clearly more time has passed, and it seemed like even in the first Last of Us,
yeah, it was like good.
Things were starting to build itself back up. Like, it was after shit really hit the fan and people were starting to get a foothold back into
society.
Yeah,
but like everything kind of dropped, like with the Fireflies and everything like that. So now,
I don't know what kind of animosity the Fireflies are going to have towards them. However, no one got out of the facility alive at the end, so I don't know if they have any notoriety with the Fireflies.
Yeah. So, like, maybe a new, like, organization or something like that. Or just, like, random people, because, like, I know, like, definitely Ellie got into, like, some serious danger with just a bunch of group of people who weren't even a part of the Fireflies.
Yeah, that's just the hunters out there, and they're just straggling groups of survivors.
Yeah. What if they're involved? Or at least No, they couldn't be because
Well, they're going to be involved because the hunters are pretty much anybody that isn't the Fireflies or the government.
I guess
That's like a stabilized group.
I was thinking more of like that group, particularly the older man who almost had Ellie. Like I was thinking, like anyone who's affiliate to that person would try to go after her. Man,
The one that she freaking
like
stabbed the fuck
oh
out
my
of.
god, that was so brutal.
Well, he tried to do what he tried to do.
I understand that. Yeah, it was just so brutal. Just like watching that, you're unable to do it, and just Joel's like holding their back because she absolutely lost it. God, makes me more interested to see like what's gonna happen. Like how the mission's gonna play out. Like
I want to
What
know
kind
what
of
her psyche's like.
it's much more deteriorated than the last
'Cause
one.
She was shaking hard at that
You're
start.
right.
Like, you would have figured by now she would have been kind of like used to things and it wouldn't get to her as much.
No,
However,
war never changes. Sorry.
it seems as though it took the opposite effect and it's really starting to take a toll on her and she's not able to cope with it.
Yeah. I mean, like, even she said at the very last, pretty much like the last line she said was like, I'm going to kill all of them. Mm-hmm. So something bad happened.
She didn't seem to have a light in her eyes.
Yeah. Like she used to.
There's like a gleam because of, light entering her eyes.
Also the detail. Can we like talk about the detail real quick? About like this may be just like a cinematic cutscene.
I don't care, dude.
But that was so detailed. Even for something like that.
And I fear no
Got that close up.
Right?
The pores.
to it all.
Dude, you could see every individual wrinkle on her cheeks.
Oh my god. PlayStation 4 Pro exclusive.
Fuck, dude. I think this is the one thing that I'm sad about, that it's not for the Xbox One, because you could play it on the Scorpio.
Oh, could you?
That's true 4K Ultra HD.
I was about to say, like, I downloaded this clip, and like one of the options was 4K. So it's like, okay, I don't need that, but
Cause yeah, oh my god, imagine the detail on that. Cause from the things that I've heard is that both the PlayStation Pro and the Xbox, both the PlayStation Pro and the Scorpio both offer 4K resolution.
yeah,
However, the thing that I heard was that the PlayStation 4 upscales to 4K. So it takes 1080 and then makes it 4K.
yeah,
So it kind of tries to fill in the gaps. But the Scorpio plays in true 4K.
doesn't the Xbox One S kind of do upscaling to 4K as well?
Yeah, the Xbox One S upscales.
Okay.
If it does 4K at all.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're just, if anything, for PlayStation, they're just kind of waiting for the next best thing. But in the meantime, like, we got PlayStation 4 Pro, and that'll do for now. That'll do, donkey.
I cannot wait for this game, dude.
It's like leaves so many questions. Like Ezio, wait, I have so many questions.
You're referencing when he was talking to
The very like
Venus or something,
Yeah.
whatever the
that
first civilization person was.
right? Yeah, it was. What are you talking about? Who are you talking about? Who is Desmond? Enough. I'm merely speaking through you.
All right.
So sad how we're kind of going off tangent here, but like, man, Ezio was he was a cool character, but just not the main protagonist.
Right.
So sad.
He lived a life that wasn't his. But anyway,
Yeah.
aside from all of that, this fucking game, dude. I wonder how they're going to improve on gameplay.
Yeah.
And I wonder what the story's going to be like and how Ellie's psyche's going to be.
We'll probably play more as Ellie. I know that
You already played as Ellie and some in the DLC.
for sure. But I think like there's gonna be a good majority where maybe we half and half Joel and Ellie, or maybe just like solely Ellie.
Or maybe it can be online multiplayer. Co-op.
Could you imagine? Like you don't even get to play as like those two. You play as people in the world of Last of Us.
And then die because Ellie and Joel come strolling through and you just happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
God, now thinking back at like The Last of Us, a lot of shit just happened. A lot of things just hit the fan. God, remember that? Yeah, was it these two brothers, or was it like father and son? It was father and son that they came across, and like the father like kind of backstabbed them in like a few ways just to protect his own hide and his own his son. But it didn't matter because the son got bit, and the father killed himself immediately after. Holy shit!
Right.
God. A lot of things. Even the DLC. God, like Ellie's friend just dying there. Oh, so many things
That's
happen.
such a fucked up way to learn that you're immune.
Right.
You both got bit, and so you both thought, let's just go out together. We'll sit here, wait,
Let
and
it
die.
Never happened for her.
And she didn't get it.
I wonder though, like,
Oh my god.
and this is so interesting too, is the fact that like, as far as we know, there's no research facility trying to like cure it. And now that Joel like killed every single one of those people
That was trying to cure it.
it's pretty much gonna go downhill from here. There is no salvation unless there's other people who are immune to it.
Well, not even that. It would have to be a total eradication. And that's not exactly the easiest thing.
Hence, Ellie's gonna kill them all.
Kill them all.
God.
These are actually starting to hurt my ears. But,
Yeah, okay.
fuck.
It's just... I kind of want to just watch through the entire game again. Or just get a PS4 and, like, play the remastered.
Oh, man.
Fuck.
I really want the story to be not just Ellie trying to get her revenge on whomever it was that she's mad at, but I really want the missions to really focus on what the past few years have done to her mentally.
So, like, kind of like flashbacks and stuff like that.
Not so much that, just like,
More explanation, maybe?
just her behavior being different, more erratic.
Okay.
Either more stoic. No, not more stoic, like more, I don't want to say helpless, but more unstable.
Okay.
Because I'm not saying it for any other reason than she was a kid when all this went down.
And now she's still somewhat of a kid, but she's grown up.
She looks like she's between 16 and 20.
Yeah, because, like, how old was Ellie when this all went down?
The events of The Last of Us took place when she was 14.
Okay, so yeah, I would say like...
And then she was 15 in the DLC.
Really?
There's a...
Oh, right.
The second DLC where you play as her when she's trying to get medicine for Joel.
Okay, so like the full game is like between those times.
Yeah, it's the age of 14 and 15.
I was about to say like...
So I'm guessing like a 2-3 year gap with this one.
I was about to say, because like Ellie looks different in this trailer, but not like too different, like more like 2 to 3 years older.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You're right, okay.
So I'm really wondering, I really wanted to focus on that. Because this type of world, what Ellie's witnessed and been through, that's going to take a toll on someone who's growing up and really developing mentally and psychologically. And so I really wanted to take a more psychological turn.
Really like living in this terrible world. Alright, I think that's all we can say here. Otherwise we'll just be like, man. Man. Alright, you have anything else you want to say, Gabe, or should we call it good here?
I really want like an option for campaign multiplayer.
Ooh, yeah.
Because I feel...
Co-op.
Yeah, because I feel that at this point, Ellie is old enough to where she can manage her own with Joel doing his own thing like it showed in the trailer.
They have to. There's got to be more trust in there now.
Yeah. So it would be cool if... I don't know so much if you do it by yourself, if you could choose between Ellie and Joel, but definitely have a choice of multiplayer where you and someone else can play as Ellie or Joel.
That's cool. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, like something like, or like for like, other than like multiplayer, you start the game choosing either or, And in order to like get the full story, you play as both of them through like separate files or something like that.
Yeah, because certain conversations and interactions happen while the other's off doing their own thing.
Yeah.
That would be so cool. Oh my gosh. Especially if they go do their own thing, they split up. They let's say Ellie talks to someone and Joel's doing something and he's calling for her to help him out because some shit's going down that he's having a real hard time with. He gets through it and then they meet up later and he's like, well, what happened? And she lies about what happens. And you believe it because it's like, oh, that's what happened. Oh, okay. And then you play through her campaign, you're like, oh,
shit.
That's not what happened.
Oh, you shit. Or you can like switch between them real time during missions. That'd be interesting too, but maybe not.
Yes and no.
I mean, it worked with Grand Theft Auto, but
it works with Grand Theft Auto because of the game that Grand Theft Auto is.
Open sandbox.
Yeah.
And this is more like character driven, like
this
going in one direction.
This is a really strong story.
Yeah.
There's not much room for deviation in it.
Truly. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense then if you play separately.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, before we really get into, oh, God, my God, my word, my money. Yeah, let's end it here. So, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. #bye.
I actually saw this with Miranda the day that it came out. And, like, 10 minutes after it came out.
Wow.
And it already had, like, 30,000 views.
Whew.
I was watching it with her, and I didn't know it, because I woke up to her watching it. And I saw that, so I'm like, I know this game. What game is it? I didn't see that. Because I was like looking away. I was like in deep thought. I was like, what the fuck game is it? Once I heard this, I was like, oh shit. It's Last of Us.